Here we are on November 15th, and this is down on the south end. Let's go down on the north end and get a look at the whole garden so you can see what's left. I'm down here on the north end, just north of where the corn was originally. As you can see, just about everything's gone except for down there with the kale and herbs. But I have a few things still alive. Let's go take a look at that little pile of straw there. It's a nice sunny day, so I'm letting the Narnia get some sunshine. I don't think it's going to make it. At first it was green and it looked pretty good, but it's just not looking as good now. I mean, there's some of it, it's still alive. Ouch. But it's not looking quite as good. I'm going to go ahead and keep it covered, and we'll just see how far it can go. And even if it looks like it's dead, I'll probably just go ahead and cover it with straw and see what happens next spring. But I was amazed that it lived through the hard freeze, and well, we've had several freezes, but it's still alive anyway. I have a little row of spinach here we can probably start using. And I'm going to try to overwinter some onions. Not sure how those will do. And we have a few small turnips. I don't know, I might have planted those too late. Then we've got some radishes, so I can probably start harvesting those soon. And I've got a couple of rows of garlic. I think I'll do a video just about those. There's what the horseradish looks like. It's done really well this year. And then I have some elephant garlic down over here. And of course some of this is perennial stuff, so it's supposed to be still alive. Then I went ahead and planted some very late kale just to see what it would do. I had some mustard greens back in this corner, and they went to seed, and we have little seedlings along with some weeds. They look very similar to this weed here, but a little different. And we have the carrots in the wash tub. I'm going to be harvesting those soon. There's some spinach. We can use that. Radishes and some cilantro. The Dinosaur Kale, it's looking pretty rough. The dwarf blue curly kale is looking pretty good at the top. The older leaves closer to the bottom are looking kind of rough. I'm going to be putting those in compost pile soon. I'll leave the top part just to see how long it goes. And the nice thing about these younger leaves is there's no worms on them, so we don't have to worry about that. Now that we've had some freezes, especially these inner ones. And the red Russian kale, it's looking a little rough, but still has some nice healthy leaves at the top that we could use if we want. And the parsley over here is still alive now that the butterflies can't bother it. Even though we got down into the mid-20s, you can see the Swiss chard has some usable leaves on it right now, I think. So we might just have to cook some of those. I cooked some not long ago. I found a recipe. I'll look it up if I can find it again. I'll try to put a link down in the description box, but it's real easy and just takes a few minutes to fix, and wasn't too bad. Now let's go inside and take a look at what we've got in there. Here's a quick look at the two peppers. This is the Cayenne long thin pepper. There's the habanero. I won't go into too much detail, but I'll show you these. This one's actually getting some little flower buds on it. But this is all new growth. I did a video on those two peppers. I'll put a link at the end of the video if you want to check it out. And here's the one eggplant I'm going to try to overwinter. It dropped most of its leaves, but it's starting to look pretty good now. I'm also going to try to overwinter this Narnia, and it's looking pretty bad. Of course, it had a root system like a tree. I dug it up and had to cut it back, but the only part that looks good, or halfway good, is this little growth down the bottom. Hopefully that'll survive. The rest of it looks pretty bad. And the stem near the ground, it's pretty woody. More so than I thought it would be. But it's still alive, so far. I started a pineapple from a top during the summer and I brought it in. I have no idea what I'm doing with pineapples, but it's still alive, so I guess I haven't screwed up too bad. Hopefully I can keep it alive till next spring. This is the Pepino Melon. The only leaves it had on it were on this stem and this stem. The rest of it was just bare stems like this one here. So the rest of this green, what you see, is all new growth. So it's doing really well considering where it started from. But in order to make it a more uniform size, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off and this one. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you have subscribed, then like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.